Hi guys, Ellery Klein here. It's a beautiful gray January day in 2021. So I'm hoping that your New Year's resolution was to really learn how to play Irish jigs. If so, this video is for you. And I love to break bowing down in Irish music and really focus on little things. So with jig bowing, there's so many ways you can do that incrementally. And the big thing is rhythm. If you look up Matt Cranich, he's a great fiddle player from Slieve Lucra in Ireland, and he has some great resources in his book, things on jig bowing. For me, I find that so many people get caught up in the left hand in Irish music. They want to do rolls, they want to do grace notes, they want to do cuts. But you can make a tune sound like an Irish tune just with the bow. In fact, if the bow isn't right, none of those rolls and cuts are going to sound right because they're not going to be falling in the rhythm correctly. So you really want to focus on the rhythm when you play jig. You're in 6/8 if you want to put it in Western music notation. So let's just start, just let this hand go loose and kind of let it, I love this hanging out position. If you're just doing an open string, just slide that hand up and just kind of like let it hang out. It's a nice way to just relax right here. You don't need it, so let it just be. It's like Zen left hand. Okay, so now we're going to do a jig rhythm like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your most basic, right? Now you want to have a pull on the bow. For me, I try not to dot the rhythm too much, so you can very quickly find people to go, but you don't want that. What you want is just a stronger stress. I almost feel like it's when you have someone on a swing, and you've got probably a child, and they're swinging back and forth, and you just give them that push. By the time they get to the top, the timing ends up being the same. The pendulum, even though it gets a rush on one side, it's still, whatever it is, those forces of gravity keep it just swaying back and forth. So, same thing with the jig bowing. We just want to get a pull, just like you're pushing that kid on the swing. And then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So my hand moves a little faster at the start of the 3. 1, 2, 3, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Now, a very useful tool, I'm going to grab mine real quick, is a metronome. Really great for working on your bowing. This is a little chord here. You can download these on your phone. Here I'm tapping the tempo I want. So now it's 64 beats a minute. So let's actually take that down to 60. They say 60 is a great tempo to practice at because I guess 60 seconds, it's all tied into like the electric pulses in our body or something like that, where 60 is actually like connected to the rate at which electric things are moving in your body. I don't quite know. I thought about going to medical school and then realized I was way too much of a musician to ever become a doctor. But 60 beats a minute, supposedly, is a great tempo to practice bowing things at, or music at. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now if you get a little bored of just doing this in the A string, now you might might get off of the metronome, especially if you're trying to talk and play at the same time. Stop. Listen to the metronome. Get that beat back in your head. Don't practice with the metronome off the beat. Why would you do that? I see my students doing that, and I'm like, stop doing that. Okay, I'm actually a very nice teacher. My students love me. But if you notice that you're not on the beat, you're not listening. Listen, listen, listen. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Now do that for like a minute. Okay, and then you could switch to another string. So go D string is my push and pull lined up with that tick. D string. So you can do one string. You could challenge yourself to add a little elbow motion in there. So A, D, D. Let's do that. Now let's try A, D, D, A, D, A. Ready? Go. Now you can come up with these patterns by what is going on in your tune. So, for example, let's take I guess mug of brown ale. Correct me if I'm wrong. We're going to go E to A with our string, but the melody's gonna, our left hand is gonna come in, so now we're going. Stop there. You could just practice just the strings. Go. This is getting very technical, but I think it's good sometimes to just get a little technical on yourself. So now if we, let's just practice that like 4 times. Ready? Go. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Now let's put the melody back in. Ready? Go. That wasn't very good. Let me try that again. Ready? Just play it again. Ready? Go. Ready? Go. So you could focus in on like a little phrase. People get very obsessed with the whole tune, but when you're working on something like bowing, you don't want to work on bowing while you're working on the whole tune. Those are 2 different things. Working on a tune is different than working on getting your jig bowing right. So you can like take just little bits of the tunes that you like to play is what you can use to practice with. So that's the very basic one. We've just worked on jig, bowing, just straight 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pull, pull, push, pull, push, pull. Listen to that metronome if you're using one. Pull, push, pull, push. Okay? So let's try, let's just play that tune, Mug of Brown Ale. If you don't know it, I'll do another video where I teach that tune. So you can stop here, go learn the tune, come back, and just concentrate on your jig bowing. So we're going to just play this without any ornamentation. We can add ornamentation to this tune, but what I want, our goal right now, is just to play this melody simply, but with really good jig bowing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, go. Okay, that's 60 beats a minute. So it feels a little slow, but good for concentrating on that. Let's take it up a little bit. Maybe 84. This metronome has little like chunks that it takes it up. I wonder if it has to do with the electromagnetism in your body. Who knows? Okay, so so stop. Just listen to that beat for a minute. So here's you can do jiggity 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 jig, or button-da 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 button-da. Do the silly noise when you're ready. Go. Button-da 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 button down button down button down button down. Jiggity 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 jiggity. 1, 2, ready. Let's play. Whoops, I lost the metronome. Okay, so I had to stop, right? I couldn't hear it. I'm going to put it closer to me. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, now if that was too fast for you, that's still too fast. It was a little bit more of a clip than 60. One thing you can do is go back to where I was playing that and actually just do open A. So, sometimes just playing along with the tune, hold that drone. That can be a good way to practice that bowing while playing along with me playing the tune. So you could take any recording and figure out what key it's in. Should be another topic. Stop. Figure out what key it's in and just play that drone along with the tune. This would be a good way to just practice your bow. You want to get that feeling of the rhythm in your whole self. Rhythm is so important. Don't underestimate it. Even in a tradition like Irish music, where melody and ornamentation are so important, it's still fiddle music, and people are still dancing to this music. So get that feeling in your bow and in your heartbeat. All right. So that's video 1 that I'm going to do on jig bowing, just a straight jig. And I might have cheated a little bit when I was playing and accidentally slurred a few, but ignore that. I want you to just go right back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Feel that rhythm. Don't try to get fancy yet. All right? And I'll try to think of a few more tunes that this is good for, because some are just really need a little more ornamentation, but there's plenty of tunes that can be played very sparsely and sound like an Irish tune. So I'll let you guys know. Have a great day. Bye.